if you're new here, my name is Louise and it is the weekly haul again. So if you are new to my channel, my channel is, I do a haul every Saturday, 5 PM, and I do a live every Sunday at 7 AM. I am somebody that talks a lot. I over-explain, I get a brain fog a lot, so if I do mess up my words, I don't always know I've done it until I'm watching the editing. So if I do pick it up, I'll put it up on the screen, but I've been pretty good. I haven't had it so much recently, it's not been so bad. So there is a subscribe button if you decide that you enjoy the channel, you want to see more. Thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. There's a like, comment, share, all the stuff. It's all good for my channel. If you want to help me, that would be awesome. Doesn't cost you anything. So right, weekly haul. £60 budget. That's for me and my adult son. I spent £41.13. Shocked, I remember that. £41.13 this week. So well below budget. I actually only had one item on my list, and that was vinegar. And my son gave me about 3 things off of his list. When I say it that way, so I shop straight from work. I take my 4-wheel shopping trolley, yep, I am that person, and I go straight from work. My son does night shift, so our shifts, we sort of have a little coincide bit in the morning, so he gives me a list of things that he wants at that point, but he barely had anything for his list either, so there's not much here because of that. Plus we don't particularly need a lot. I'm probably going to do some more bulk buying in the next few months probably, so those extra bits will add up to that, so that's all fine. Hopefully in my future there will be a new freezer. It's in my brain at the moment, so it's not even in the pipeline yet, but hopefully in the future. Like I said, I do talk a lot. I also do have, so I shop on a Thursday, you'll be seeing this on the Saturday, but I've also got another dentist appointment with some more major things going on, so I know that I'm not going to be able to eat very well. Probably last time it was a chunk of time before things started to get to a better place. I do have things left over from last time, you know. I've still got some soup, I bought another tin, I've still got like potato, instant potato, that type of thing. So I didn't get any fresh things because I know I'm not physically going to be able to eat them. So that, yeah, there's a lot of things I didn't get. There's no point in me buying stuff that's just going to sit. My son doesn't eat anything fresh. Vegetables, fruits, he's an adult, I can't force him. If he's not going to eat it, he's not going to eat it. So, yeah. So the shop is completely different, is what I'm getting at. Below budget. If I will give you prices as we go along. If you add it up, you'll get a different total, and that's because I always donate 3 items to the food bank. It's always 3 sanitary products, and I put them in the store because otherwise it would be just one of them extra things that I've got to try and remember, and I forget things so often. They'll just be sitting around the house all the time, so that's already done. But I will give you prices. If there was a reason for something, I'll give you, if you had a food idea or whatever, I'll let you know what that was. I think that's it. Let's do the haul. Right, so this would be where all the fresh products are. Like I said, there's no point in me buying it. I'm not going to be able to eat from tomorrow anyway. So the only bits that I've got is I've got some streaky bacon. I'm not a fan of streaky bacon. This is definitely for Corey. He picks up food from work sometimes, and there was something he saw and he's going to try and recreate it, I think. £2.98 for the streaky bacon. It is a little bit more expensive than normal bacon, but it's the one he's going to eat. If I got the other stuff, he won't eat it. So 20 rashers, that's what it's called, 20 rashers in this one for that price. I got original soft cheese, no, I'm trying to read it and remember what it is at the same time, Primula, and it's £1.34. I know that I will be able to have this on a bit of bread in a couple of days, hopefully. It's nice and soft, and this is really good. It's my thing at the moment. I go through phases. £1.34. Corey did ask for some coleslaw, I think. I don't know exactly. It was one of those type conversations, and I didn't write it down, so I don't know. So I just got a small one because he didn't eat all of the last one that I bought a couple of weeks ago. He didn't eat all of that one, so I thought, well, let's not waste money and get a large one. I'm definitely not going to be able to eat this, so 50p for this. If you've not tried it, it's actually a really nice one. I got an utterly buttery, just have in the fridge, There is going to be baking coming up in the future. I promise you it will be. You won't see it until Christmas though, because I need to start pre-recording some stuff. I'm not falling for that one this year with Vlogmas. This was £1, I think it was 34, no, £1, all two things together, £1.24 for that. It's not so bad. I prefer to get real butter, but it's really, really expensive. And I find, I don't know if you're the same, if I have real butter all the time, it starts to lose its specialness. So having this occasionally, it breaks up, so then when I have real butter, it's got that nice real special taste to it again. I don't even know if that made sense to you, but it made sense to me. Trying not to lose where I am. Right, barbecue sauce, Corey ran out, so he asked for one, 84p, standard. This is like not the hot one, this is like the more sweet one. I got some ground ginger and I got some treacle. So one of these things that I'm going to pre-record is a food item, which clearly has treacle and ground ginger. So it actually says molasses. I had to Google it because I didn't know what in England what you call molasses. It turns out it's treacle. Never knew that. There you go, piece of information that I've learned. So I got the ground ginger for the recipe, 95p, and the treacle is £1.70. This was the only option. I don't know if any stores do their own brand because it's not something I ever buy, but there are a few more ingredients, so I'll just pick that up over the next next week. Maybe I can make it next week, I don't know. Anyway, there's no rush because, like I said, this is all going to be pre-recorded for Vlogmas. 2 tins of tuna this week. Haven't bought tuna for a bit. 55p a can. This is the Cheap Cheerful Asda's own essential range. I love it because I've never had any issues with it. But I have been eating tuna this week. I've been into toast, tuna, bit of cheese, I guess like a melty. Oh, so good, so filling, so nice. So yeah, just replacing those. I am starting to try and stock up for if anything happens in the future type things. But I'm not really on the ball right now because I haven't gone through my cans cupboard. I need to figure out what I've got. But I came across this and I thought that's quite a good idea, because normally I wouldn't buy a beef stew because I'm thinking about what I would eat out of a can. But if something happens and we don't have, say, electric or whatever, and we've got to just heat something up, this would work. For Corey, I was thinking, because he would be more likely to eat that. And it was £1.72, which I didn't think that was that bad. Don't know what it's going to like, never tried it before, but it's like a meal in a can basically, isn't it? And I got meatballs for myself because I know I had some last time when after the dental work. The meatballs are so soft you can literally squish them between your tongue and the top of your mouth, and so perfect for me. So I thought we'd give these ones a go. Now I used to buy meatballs all the time. Corey used to eat them all the time. I don't know if you remember. It used to be a regular, like the tuna pasta bake powders, which isn't a regular anymore. But I don't know if we used to buy the Asda's own, and this is chicken meatballs as well. So I don't know how it's going to go, but I thought we'd give it a go, and it was 83p for the can. And I got 2 tins of spaghetti loops. It's not something I've been eating recently. I remember I used to eat this all the time too. 19p a can, and they are so good. I like to buy essential range if it's nice, but I do I do buy more expensive sometimes to try them out. But I don't like the more expensive. Heinz spaghetti loops is just not a patch on these. This is my thing. I got jam. Now I'm just thinking right now as I'm doing this. Yes, it was 45p. Was this more before? I feel like this was more. Jam was more than 45p. Or am I just not remembering because it's been so long? I don't know. Anyway, I didn't used to like the Asda's essential range jam because it was just very sugary, but they changed their recipe a few years, I think it was a few years back, I don't know, I'd have to look through my videos. I used to buy Hartley's when it was on a deal, but I tried this once and it's got that nice fruity taste to it again now. It's not that just pure sugary taste, so I've gone back to that one because I really like that one. Vinegar was like the only thing that was on my list, just because I had the tuna and put a bit of vinegar in it. Oh, so good. 35p for that. It's just basic vinegar. Oh, it's been so long. So I go through phases of water, and sometimes I don't know if it makes sense if I say water's too empty and I need to put a bit of juice in it for a while. I'm on juice at the moment. I will go back to water, but right now it's juice, and I've only got orangey one and there's apple in there, and I'm not a fan of the apple one. So I thought, let's get a red one, because we usually have an orangey one and a red one in there. But I couldn't decide, strawberries and apple or cherries. I swear to you, I must have been standing staring at that thing for at least 5 full minutes, which doesn't sound long, but you stand somewhere for 5 full minutes just looking at the shelf. It's a long time. And I cannot find the price for this. £1.03. I think they were all the same price, so it was nothing to do with the price. If one had been cheaper, that actually would have helped me make the decision, but we went with the cherries and berries in the end. I picked up a smooth orange juice. I know Corey would drink it if it's smooth, and I was just thinking more vitamins, you know, it's that time of year, cold's picking up and all that sort of stuff. This is £1.74. The orange is the only one that's that expensive. All the other juices were £1.30 something. I don't know, but I didn't think oranges were particularly expensive, but apparently juice form they are. So yeah, I just picked that up thinking extra nutrients. It's a drink. Corey's more likely to have it. He won't eat fresh foods, so I'm not going to waste my money on them. Right, I found this. £1.67 for Pringles. You know, at Christmas I get a selection of different Pringle flavours. This is a limited edition roast turkey flavour. It's probably just going to taste like chicken, but I'm a sucker. When it says no, gotta try it. They do have another one, pigs in blankets, so hopefully they'll have that next week and I will pick that up as well. So yes, we have, well, we knew we'd started on Christmas because I think we got the mac and cheese a while back. It's just, I'm not going to probably do that huge shop that everyone does at Christmas, because we're just going to pick up a few bits each week. Then it's not such a major deal. There will be just that last minute, you know, vegetables, like bigger amount of vegetables and stuff. But I like to do it this way. We'll build up Christmas and we're not going to go mad. So, but Pringles are our thing in this house. I got rolls because I got those burgers last week. Corey's just found them in the freezer. So we asked for some rolls. They're only small burgers that I bought last week, so I just went with these, 45p. They're going to do the job. So yeah, there was no point in getting more expensive ones, because normally I get the large ones to go with the large chicken patties, but this is just the little burgers I got, so I thought that would work. Croissants is not something that I buy that often. This was actually the thing that Corey had mentioned. I'm trying to find it again. Croissants, £1.44 for 4 of them. They're quite expensive, aren't they? I didn't know. They've all fallen to the side because they were in the trolley. So I think it's just they had croissants at work, and he had one with egg and bacon, I think. I don't know for sure because he was trying to explain it, but I don't know. We will see. So yeah, he asked me to pick some of those up. I got the pizza, £1.18 still. He asked for the mega meaty if they had it, and they did have one. They don't have it that often. £1.18 for that. I picked up chips even though it wasn't on his list, because I just don't know what the chip situation is. Like I said, I bought those ones last week, but one bag I've put in a different place in the freezer, so that's for me. He won't touch that. So he has 2 in there, but I don't know what he's eating. But I know he's tried them, and he did say they're really nice, but they're very strong, which I'm really excited about. But like I said, it's probably going to be a long time before I try them anyway, so I just picked up some in case, and they fit in the freezer, so we're good. £1.99 for those. I haven't been buying energy drinks, and I don't know what the situation is. I don't know if he's now not having energy drinks before work. I just haven't paid attention, and it wasn't on his list. But I just thought, just pick 5 up. It's not a major deal. Somebody will drink them at some point. If not, they're 53p, so they have gone up a little bit. But there's 5 there technically for the week if he wants them. And if he's not into the energy drinks, they'll just sit on the side, and somebody will drink them at some point in the future. Not a major deal. I went with both drinks again. He didn't ask for the Coke, but I know he likes a fizzy drink. £2.58, they've gone back up, and I just got one of each. I got the cherry and the normal one because he didn't ask, I don't know which one he wants, so they will get drunk either way. I got a packet of Doritos, did not get any sauce. If you saw it, there was no dip. I waited, I think I've mentioned before, the dips are in 2 different places. So the Asda's own is in with like the pasta and Mexican section, but the Doritos dip is in with the crisps. The Doritos dip has gone back up. I thought it might have been £1.49, but it wasn't. It was £2.49. I'm not paying an extra £1. So there's me thinking, no, you're going to remember and go back and get the sauce, but clearly I didn't. So here's Doritos and no sauce. These are full price, £2.48. These are the barbecue ones. If you haven't tried them, they are so good. I got another bag of crisps. We don't need them. Like, that's nothing new in this house. You know what I'm like. I just bought them. I don't know why. I never know why. I don't even know why I ever think this with myself. Anyway, £3.60 for 24 bags, 6 prawn cocktails, 6 cheese and onion, 6 salt and vinegar and 6 ready salted. And I did buy another toilet roll, even though we don't need it. Like I said, we usually have 2 backups, and then every time one gets used, I'll replace it. But I wanted to get more backups just in case. I want to start getting my stocks up with things, even if it's a little bit at a time. So I just picked another one up for now, and this is £2.39. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It feels like a bit more of a, well, it is a smaller one, isn't it? It's £20 short of the amount we could have spent, but like I said, that will go on to future orders, because I'm trying to figure out getting my brain in gear to actually order these things. I need to order some appliances, and hopefully there will be a chest freezer so we can get some proper chest freezer food. You know what I mean. So yeah, by the time you're watching this, I would be in a happier place. Well, I'll be miserable whilst you're watching this because I would have been to the dentist the day before, and I remember how bad it was last time, but it would be done. We would have been through the actual procedure, and we will be on the road to healing. Oh, I don't even, brain's gone completely now. So I will still be live tomorrow morning, 7 AM Greenwich Mean Time. If I'm looking miserable, I'm not miserable. I'm just pre-warning you. If you come on and you think, oh my god, she looks miserable, I don't want to be here, I'm not miserable. I'm perfectly happy. I'm not happy, but I'm perfectly okay. But I do remember from last time, just keeping my muscles relaxed and not smiling or talking hurts. But we managed to live, so I will be live. I'm sure I'm going to be live. I just might have to keep everything relaxed and gravity holds, you know, like, what do they call it? There's a name for it and I can't think it. Put it in the comments. What's that name for it when you, no, I've got it. Resting bitch face. Is that what they call it? I think it is. Yeah. So there might be a bit of that going on, but I'm not, I'm okay. Yeah, over explaining everything to death as usual. So yeah, be live 7 AM Greenwich Mean Time. I don't know how long I'll be on for. Obviously it depends on what pain levels are and how the chat's going. It was a very quiet one last week, but I will be on at 7, just don't know how long for. Please pop along if you just want to sit and have a chat. Or you know, oh god, can I have coffee by then? I don't know. Hot drinks is a no-go for a bit. Yeah, anyway, I'm stopping now because I am really going on and I am getting on my nerves again. I am sending out good vibes as I always do. I hope you're catching some, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.